Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's 6 o'clock in the evening and it's 32 degrees here, so I'm not going to be doing anything manual. I just thought I'd give you a quick look round. I've done a few bits, so we'll just have a bit of a tour and see how things are going. So first, I've turned that area there, that's where I dig that one and lots of garlic in. I'll put that into another pond to try and attract the frogs. I might turn it back to a growing space at some point, but I'm sort of trying to keep up with the weeds and keep the bindweed down. Comfrey, there's a bit of bindweed going through it. The bees love that, and it's good for composting and for the comfrey tea, which I've made short videos on. And I've got this borage that I put in there last year, and it spreads, so the idea is for it to go the way across, which is doing. There's a bit of mint back there, a few weeds and all, and the red currant bush, it seems to be getting damage on the leaves again. So here, that was one lot of the Autumn Champion onions that I planted, I think it was the 6th of October. They're not too bad. I've got some chard in there that I've never grown before. And then this rogue strawberry plant, I've stuck a couple of runners into pots, so I might start a strawberry bed next year. And then the garlic that I harvested 2 weeks ago, it's drying out in the shed. Really good result on that. I'll get that all platted up, I'll tie it up, get another couple of weeks to cure. And then the compost, as you can see, I had it up at 120, it's up to about 90 now, so it's hot, but it needs to go up a bit more, but that's rotting down nicely. And everything seems to be growing great. So I've got some beetroot in there, Kelvin and Wonder peas, they'll be showing pods. In fact, they're there, there's a couple of pods there. Yeah, there's one there, just need them to fatten up and fill with peas. The original pond I put in last year. In here, it's a mixture of Rocket and Swift first earlies, so I put 2 each in there, 2 sweet potatoes each, so they'll be getting harvested any time. This raised bed, that was our spring onions. I've not had great success with spring onions, but there's a few in there. And one of my tomato plants, well, the only one I've planted outdoors, so that's doing well. It's a bush variety. And then these here, these are mini green beans. I've put them around the tomato plant because beans deposit nitrogen into the soil, which helps to feed the tomato plant. Never tried it before, but I'll give it a go and let's see. The rhubarb crown that I planted last year, champagne, that will not get harvested this year. Next year before I'll be starting to take small amounts. Then these are the 2 pots with the raspberries that I took out to give me some more growing space. They seem to have taken. They're golden raspberries, which I did see one. Oh yeah, what's that there? It's lemon balm in there, which again stuck in a pot. Fig tree, that should have been repotted this year, but I don't know where to put it into one of these big pots or put it straight into the soil. This was an old compost heap for the last people that had the allotment before me a few years ago, so that was another reason why I done the pond. So I've opened that up as a growing space. I'm probably going to put a a sort of fruit cage over there. Maybe put a raised bed in it, and that'll be good for brassicas, because they don't mind the shade. And as long as this next to me doesn't get lit, as you can see, I'm not going to get a lot of sun coming here. Courgette, that's coming good. Never grew courgettes before. I don't even know if I like them, but let's see. That's some seeds. Mere beetroot there, starting to firm up. And then the Lady Di runner beans. They've done okay-ish, but slow again. I've got another two on that side. They've been annihilated with the slugs, but I've left them in anyway. This was the first lot of beetroot I planted. I've already took, I think, five of these out, pickled them up, a couple of jars. They're on a short video, if you want to have a look. Yeah, they're coming to a decent size. Some leeks there, failed oregano there, more spring onions, and these tomato plants. This is where I had potatoes, and one of my allotment neighbours had a few. They don't look too healthy, but they're actually ground flowers, so I had an open bit of ground, so I took them, put them in. If they grow, they grow. If they don't, they don't. Sweet corn starting to take shape. So we should be okay with that, I think. Broad beans, twice I planted them in there, and that's what I got, but out's better than out. And that's a butternut squash, which seems to be taking on growth. Try to encourage it to go that way and grow along here. This is the other autumn champion over winter and onions. As you can see there, really looking good. I have a wee bit to go yet before I have to harvest them. The apple tree, no eating apples, they're cooking apples. I'm even thinking, I don't know where I'm going to take this out next year, give it some more space, but let's see. And moving into the polytunnel. So these are sun gold. And there's one forming already, just there. I did take the tops out because they've got a fair few trusses now. So I'm going to take that one out. So I want the strength to be going to the fruit now. So that sort of stopped its growth, but as you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trusses. And then this one here, I'm not even sure what this one is. It's got a bit of, I don't know what that is. Hopefully it's no blight. So we'll see what happens there. My tomato sowings were an absolute disaster, and I actually got these two and the one outside off one of my neighbours. So that was that gave me a few tomatoes. Yeah, so anyway, it's far too warm to be doing any work. Sorry if that maybe wasn't the best video, and I have been doing a lot of shorts recently. It's just been a lot easier, and like I say, it's been 30 plus degrees here for the last few weeks. No complaining, like we have had some rain, but mostly warm weather. So I'll leave that one there because I really have to go in with doing some watering, and I hope you're all having a good week so far, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye.